How has publishing this book changed you or your business?
Yeah. There's a couple interesting things that happen now. One is I think there's a easier way to connect with patients. And the reason for that is even though I feel very good about what I do and I've been very successful in what I do, that again, vulnerability of I don't ever understand the walk you're walking through. I can't, right? Your story is always different, even if the disease is the same, the age is the same, right? There can be similarities, but I will never, ever completely understand your walk. But I do believe my empathy has increased as a result of that. And now patients can get that too. So when you walk into my office with a pretty serious disease state and I say, I can appreciate it, they believe me because I've walked through it. I also believe that my attitude through that has changed some perspectives too, because it's very easy to run down that rabbit hole of like, this sucks and, why me and doom and gloom and that same sort of mantra of like, well, if she can have fun through cancer, how can I sit here and really complain about my stuff? Why don't I get busy and start working on this to improve? So I think from a business perspective, it's really increased my relationships with patients that have picked up the book and read it. I think for lay people, it's affording me an opportunity to really meet new people on different paths and know again that I'm affecting them in some way. And I even have some people who are mad over the book. I mean, there's some stuff in there that people are like, that's ridiculous, or she did what, or that could never work. And even the anger that comes out of it forces people to take a look at themselves and why they might even be angry at me for some of the stories, which I also think is really cool. So I think personally, I knew there were going to be some challenges in becoming public, right? Because now as a book author, you're somewhat of this public, like I put my story out there and I have people on social media that are saying mean things and inappropriate things. And it's not often, but it's allowing me also to develop a thicker skin than I thought I had, because now I have to figure out how self-assured am I really? How self-confident am I? How comfortable I am with my decisions? Where if somebody says something negative, can I really allow that to bounce off because I really am self-confident? Or did it really affect me in a way where I have to question some of that? Now I have to do some more of that work myself to grow and become a bigger, better version of who I already am. And so where I say I always want this book to help others, I've probably grown an enormous amount from it as well, where I don't know if I was really even expecting that. The goal was to help out there. And really, if I internalize it, even just the self growth that I've gone through in the last couple of years, let's put it this way, it would have cost me a lot of money with a therapist.